Greetings. Just wanted to make a shortish announcement. I guess you could call it some good news. Well, it depends. But it's related to Mass Effect multiplayer stuff, and so I've decided I will probably be playing again. Probably not as much as I used to, but certainly playing again, and probably be making guides as well. The reason why I'm doing this is really just because of my subscribers on YouTube, and when I used to be on BioWare, a lot of pretty nice PMs, very kind PMs, and expressing disappointment that I wouldn't be making the guides anymore. And you know, it's nice to know that the guides have been appreciated, and if they are appreciated, you know, I always said I did it for the community, even though a lot of the community was, to be quite honest, pretty shitty. I'll continue to do so. Now, here, in the future, nothing will ever be posted on BioWare. In fact, I won't post on BioWare, period. You know, maybe I'll lurk every now and then, but I have no interest in associating with BioWare forums, with anything there. A little problem I had is I hadn't played in a month, and for some reason I couldn't connect properly to multiplayer, so I had to deal with customer support for almost 2 days, and I finally got a new online pass, and I had to change my ID. So anyway, and I lost my friends list. It's just really weird. I don't know what the hell happened. I also lost all my Special N7 weapons, but that's EA for you. What are you going to do? So those of my subscribers who would like to go on the PC, would like to play with me, I think it'd be really great to play with some of my subscribers. And so I'll be putting, the name is Eternal Expat. I'll be putting the name in the description box in case you want to add me. If you do want to add me, please send me a PM on my YouTube channel first, because I'm not just going to randomly add people. So my friends list, I've added a few people I used to play with, but it's still pretty wide open. So send me a short PM on YouTube, and you know, tell me what your intentions are. It's a bit paranoid, I imagine, but you know, given past experiences, it's warranted, I think. So I guess in a shortish span of time, I'll be putting out another guide or two. Right now, one of my viewers, who I like a lot, I forgot his name, I think his name is Chocobo Dreams. Anyway, he mentioned the fact that there have been a lot of buffs, and I think it's an interesting idea to revisit some old classes that I had done in a new light, in the new light of the buffs. So I have a couple of ideas. For one thing, I'm probably going to, even though I've been playing just a little bit, I'm really rusty, so I got to get back into my skills. And hopefully I'll get there in a short span of time. One thing I'd like to do is to revisit the Quarian Engineer with a slightly different build, and this time with a maxed out turret. I played around with the turret just once, actually, as of this moment, and sorry, I'm a bit tired today, or actually very tired. And it's definitely not a bad thing now. It's pretty useful. The buffs, the rate of freezing, the shock attack. The Human Engineer's combat drone also got a buff. I haven't played around with that, but basically, as far as I can tell now, that my next 3 guides, will probably, not necessarily this order, will be the Quarian Engineer Revisited, female Quarian Engineer Revisited. I've never done a Human Engineer guide, and I'd like to do that as well. And finally, the male Quarian Engineer, which I had planned prior to my hiatus from multiplayer Mass Effect guides. But, you know, so I was taking a break from that. I need to get back into him. I've always liked engineers. I think, overall, probably my favorite class. I don't know why. In single player, which I never plan on playing again, but in general, in the olden days when I played Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 3, single player is probably, engineer is probably my guy. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be, well, definitely, you never know, but probably going to be revisiting the different engineers. Well, in one case, revisiting in the case of the female Quarian Engineer, and then doing 2 new guides for the other engineers, the Human Engineer and the male Quarian Engineer. Of course, I've done a Geth Engineer guide. I don't think I'll be doing that anytime. But so basically, the stuff I haven't covered and something in light. Now, my impression is not that the turret is now amazing, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I'm a bit rusty, so I need to, you know, brush up my skills. And you know, we'll see how that goes. and I'm not going to be so whatever. I'm not going to repeat all the stuff I've said now on whatever the next guide I'm making. So please, if those of you who are interested, take note of these things. And yeah, like I said, I'm very happy to add subscribers and people who've been encouraging and positive with regards to my guides, to my friends list. Like I said, I only have a couple of people on there with this new ID. So, send me a PM and I'll be happy to add you. Anything else? Yes, and I will be continuing my Skyrim LP. In a way, it was kind of going a bit too fast, so this might help me pace it, and it'll give me some balance between the two games. Mass Effect multiplayer, totally different game to Skyrim, so hopefully I'll get some balance there. And I don't want to rush through Skyrim too much, to be honest, before Dawnguard comes out. It's just my preference. But I'll be doing both, because I've been enjoying the LP as well. And anyway, so that's basically all I have to say right now. So for the time being, like I said, planned, not in the works yet, but planned are a guide to revisiting the female Quarian engineer, this time with the turret, the Sentry turret, yeah, that for the time being, I'm sorry, then either or the human engineer or the male Quarian engineer in whatever order. Eventually, I'll get to all three of them, hopefully. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I want to just say, I'm not a subscriber whore. I really hate that when people, whether it's this channel or my other channel, go out and tell you have to subscribe. No, you don't have to subscribe. But what I really appreciate, and I genuinely mean this from the bottom of my heart, is when subscribers honestly appreciate the work I'm doing, because it does take time and effort, and write me something nice, or keep me motivated to do these things, which is why I've decided to return to multiplayer. That means a lot to me. I mean, it's great to have lots of subscriptions and views, but it's not the end of the world if I don't. At the end of the day, having a handful or a dozen subscribers who are really interested in the stuff I'm doing is more important than having a mass of subscribers to me, who anonymous and what have you. Anonymous for all anonymous, but you know what I mean. So I want to thank all the people who encouraged me. Those subscribers who are still on BioWare, as I said, I'm never going to be on BioWare again. The forums, I hate that place. But you're always free to view my videos on YouTube and comment, and that's so. If you're subbed to me, that's great. If not, well, that's bad luck, I guess. So so like I said, in the future, I'll be concentrating on the engineer classes, I think, in the near future, and we'll see how the rest of the stuff goes, or maybe there'll be other guides. But I think 3 guides for now is pretty ambitious scope. And anyway, so that's what I had to say about that. So I look forward to future input. And look, I have no problem with criticism, but for anyone who watches this, let's try to keep it civil this time. I mean, to the extent that you can, although the internet seems deficient in doing that. Anyway, so sorry for being a bit tired, and hopefully I'll see you. I'd like to produce at least one of the guides before the end of the weekend, so let's see what happens. Anyway, thanks for watching, and take care.